show. And with that, of course, we shall amazingly start our open mic session. Let's get started off with your introduction to get to know you a bit more.
Okay. Greetings to one and all. This is Kwame Joroge Mwati Nkosi, known by everyone by just simply Nikosi. You know, coming straight from Jamaica. You know, I grew up in New Jersey, Patterson, New Jersey, and now we're here.
Yep, we here.
Yeah,
we
man.
here. Yep, exactly. And tell us a little bit about, of course, the main reason as to why I had to catch you over here on the Hip Son show. Apparently, you love to sing.
Yeah.
You do sing.
Voice, yeah.
As always. But before we get into the music business and all that, tell us a little bit about your hobbies, the noble side of you, something that is probably not obvious about you.
Okay. My hobbies would be hiking, you know, going to the river, the waterfall. I love Ital food, or I guess here you guys would call it fasting food. You know, plant-based fruits, vegetables. Yeah, we're vegan.
You get a lot of organic stuff here.
Yes, man.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
So I love good food. I like preparing food. I like to have deep discourses, deep life-alogues. I don't like to say dialogue. Deep life-alogues. Yeah.
So great. How long have you been singing? I mean, you don't look old to me. I mean, obviously.
I'm new. I'm brand new.
You're brand new.
Yeah. I'm infinite. I couldn't be old. It's
Artistic
always
way of
been.
explaining yourself.
Come again?
Artistic way of, expressing yourself.
Yeah. So as far as singing, I've always been singing. You know, life is music. So, yeah.
Yeah. Life is music, indeed. With all the rhythm.
Yes.
With all the flow. With all the sense of melody. I don't want to go off guard, man, because I ain't no musician, but
yeah,
we'll definitely get to go through with all your songs back to back after the next few more sessions with getting to know more of you. Ladies and gentlemen, apparently I think 8444 is not working, but it will be working very soon. But in the meantime, you might as well get to use the temporary SMS line, which is 0937-914277. If I'm too fast, I might repeat it again. It is 0937-914277. I just got a text message from last digits. 618 says, it's 2012, the 2nd of Mescadan Peoples. I wish you all productive year, and how you doing, man? I'm listening from Piazza Tango Musica Beats, and please play NF Time and Ed Sheeran, The Way to Break My Heart. Have a good day. Thank you very much, dear listener, who did not mention his or her name. I'll definitely find that track and play it right away for you. And speaking of which, Nikosi, I think, well, how long have you been coming through to Addis?
Visiting Addis now for, just a month or so.
Oh, so you're literally brand new.
Yeah.
Like, as we speak, we're literally brand new.
Welcome Addis Amet.
Welcome Addis Amet. Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently, yesterday was the Ethiopian New Year.
Yeah.
So you came through for this basic reason, to celebrate the Ethiopian New Year.
That's a part of the reasoning.
A part of the reason.
Also to share and release the new song, and also to allow persons to observe I. So definitely, I will be probably talking about that song later on after our track session. In the break, ladies and gentlemen, do not tune out. This is 105.3 Afro FM, your infotainment station. Can I ask you if it's possible to know the meaning of the name? Okay, Nkosi is South African. It has several meanings, and one of the popular meanings is God. Yeah.
Very interesting. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a very, very catchy name. It's Nikosi. It's a great name. Anyway, so back to the Open Mic Friday session on the Hip Solar Show. So can we go way back to your early childhood? I think
we can forward there.
I mean, isn't like my question is guided to the fact that how deeply rooted you are to music.
Yeah.
So, have you been starting singing really early, or was it kind of really
Well,
recent?
well, you know, music is always in my family because that's how my mother and my father meet. Yeah, they was in a band together called Malachi, Kingston, Jamaica, Pembroke. Yeah, so I was always around the music. Yeah, even when I moved to foreign and I'm living in America, always around music. Yeah.
Interesting. Very. Who was your best pusher into getting to music as well?
Well, really, my mother didn't want me doing music because she know how the
We all
music
have those
industry.
Stories.
Yeah. Nobody really pushed me besides persons that support me and see potential in me. As far as family, nobody in the family pushed me. But like strangers push me. They like, yo, I like your vibe, I like your voice, you have potential. Yeah. So it's really the supporters. But family, no.
Anyway, and you're happy that you are who you are today as of right now.
Yeah.
As a musician. You said, well, we've got a couple of tracks of yours that are already lined up right here on the music database that I'm about to play. And the first track that he suggested me to play would be Superstar by the one and only himself, Nikosi, right there. Would you like to say a few words about the track or after the track?
I could give a drop, you know. You guys are about to tune into my previous single known as Superstar. It's available everywhere on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music, everywhere. You know, I hope you guys will enjoy it. Give thanks.
Stay tuned to 105.3 Afro FM, your entertainment station. As 105.3 Afro FM continues. And it's already 41 minutes past the first 10 hours of the day. Today is the Freaky Fanatic Fantastic Fun Fabulous Tales Flying Friday, the 13th of September 2019. Which got to hear the last two tracks back to back with Nikosi, Superstar, followed by Florentino, Kai Decan, to Mirada. And we might as well get to leave you guys with the best of the best tracks to be played right here on air. Speaking of which, I'm with one of the best singers out there who is still, you know, breaking the barriers. Yeah, that's what it is. Speaking of which, though, this is out of the topic. Do I really talk fast?
No, you're good.
Because you're a musician, you know what rhyming is, you know what being poetic is, you know how it is. Your style of flow in your music is very much gentle.
Yeah.
Gets you into another stream, which is the flavor of your songs.
Yeah.
But that being said, doesn't mean that you really talk slow on those songs. There are really pitches that you have to turn the gear into a faster mode and then slow it down. I was just kind of wondering if I was actually talking really too fast.
No, you're good. You're you.
I'm me, man.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man. All right, so let's get to it, man. Who do you claim as your biggest inspiration in terms of music? Now, we're not talking about family-wise or personal life-wise. We're talking about people who you really look up to and professionalism-wise.
Okay, my biggest inspiration musically. As I told you previously, life is music, so my biggest inspiration is life. That's where I draw a lot of my inspiration from. Yeah. There's so many harmonies and just notes in life if we're able to pay attention. And that is really where I get a lot of my, light and fullness from. Yeah.
Where do you get the spark into just picking up your pen to writing down what you got?
Alright, let me be more specific. So let's say I'm just
in a cafe.
I'm at a botanical garden somewhere in Addis Ababa, and I'm just meditating and I hear the birds singing. That alone literally gives me thought, which now can manifest into a song, or if not a full song, at least to write a verse, or and then other things that occur in my life, like different trials and tribulations, different challenges. All of that creates good music, because in essence, all of those occurrences are music. So it just turns into a fractal part of itself through me, which would be called a song. Make sense to you?
Sublimely put, my brother.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna go ahead for another short musical break and then and give back to our listeners right here. Would you like to say a few words about the next track which I'm about to play, or would you like to have it played and then say a few words about it later?
Yeah, this is the King Nikosi. You're tuning into Afro FM radio. This is my song Spaceship featuring Fetty Wap.
Guest Nikosi in the building. Wagwan, my brother.
Wagwan.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, I'd like to say something out of topic and then get back to the topic. That's kind of my thing. I've always been intrigued, and I don't want to say jealous, but kind of really envious about the Patois accent. There are a lot of people here in Addis who really want to achieve that. And people from the place know exactly how to do it. People who have listened properly, how they actually do the Patois accent is very, 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 very vital for them. And I mean, it kind of makes me smile of how you guys, you guys do that Patois accent. It's just amazing to me, man. And that's why I just had to, drop one of the words that, we people in Addis always get sick. Wagwan, Ire. Those are the few phrases that we got to pick up and all that. So.
Yeah, man, I understand what you said, but you see, Patois is not as hard as Amharic, so it would be very easy for you to learn how to talk Patois, because Patois is very simple.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Alright, let me just say, anyway, we're going to talk about that
You have
off
to
air.
realize that Patois is a mixture of certain languages from Ghana, and Nigeria, mixed with English. Yeah, so it's Creole, Ivory Coast, Ghana, a lot of West African Bantu language mixed with English through slavery.
See?
Yeah.
This is some knowledge flow right here, man.
Yeah.
That's right. So with that being said, I'm going to be asking a question I've never asked any guest before, probably. So I mean, it's the kind of question where you normally don't ask people, or even on a personal basis, because you only get to find out when you're called for such an event. I'm talking about birthdays.
It is alright. Ask me anything.
I mean, obviously, you don't ask a man's wage and a girl's age. That's what they say.
Yeah.
But anyway, we were having this off-air conversation, and it was really intriguing me for listeners to listen to what you had told me off-air. Tell us your birthday and how strongly it is really linked to how you take life. To it.
Okay, so my Earth Strong, according to Gregorian calendar, is March 13th, 1993.
Fellas, what he said was his birthday was is on March 13th, 1993.
On the Sabbath, on Saturday.
Well, you were born on a Sabbath.
Yeah. I returned. I've always been here. Yeah.
All right. So what is it about your day?
Okay, so March is known as the third month, the 13th day, 1993. You see, I am the Trinity, so Selassie is here.
Sabbath, Trinity,
Yeah.
3, and when you even actually just write down the digits of your birthday, it's the most digits is like the 3.
Yeah, man, a real thing. You want me to show your ID?
I'm not saying that. I'm not trusting your birthday. I'm saying that it's such a coincidence that the number 3 is there. On
Nothing is by accident.
Nothing.
I am here.
Yeah. There is no such thing as accidents.
Yeah.
That's right. Amazing. I mean, it's an amazing link of how you actually link your birthday to Trinity to the Sabbath. Anyway, it's truly important that we get to understand the day we were born and the reason why we find out why.
Because everything has a reason.
The 2 most important days in a human being's life is the day we are born and the day we find out why. Let's drop it to another track. I don't want to say no more, man. Let's go ahead for Spaceship featuring Fetty Wap and North Wing, the track that you guys missed out, but because due to our fault. And then go ahead.
My fault. You could put the blame on me.
Could put the blame on me. Speaking of which, you just brought into the old school flavor. Which singer was the one who actually sang "Put the Blame on Me"?
Akon.
Yeah.
You can put the blame on me. You can put the blame on me. Yeah.
Right there.
Big song.
Yeah. Let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned and keep it locked. 13th of September 2019. I'm with my amazing guest, Nikosi, chilling, vibing, cruising, listening and glistening, and we are, of course, listening to each other, but also talking and glistening, as we always do. We just got through the last two tracks back to back with Nikosi's Spaceship featuring Fade Wap and North Main, followed by Bobby Brown's Sexy track. Ronnie. That's right. And we're going to still go ahead and have more of his tracks to be played over this amazing session on the Hits on Show on 5.3 Afro FM. Speaking of which, though, you don't believe in such a thing called Friday and the 13th and all that.
No.
Doesn't make sense, does it?
When you say believe in it, what do you mean?
There is always this myth, this
superstition.
The superstition.
I tell you what,
of a Friday and the 13th.
I tell you what, whatever you believe in, that's your reality. So if you believe in Friday the 13th, you know, I wouldn't recommend persons to have any superstitions.
I used to have this so-called friend, now an acquaintance kind of thing. She always, and I'm kind of excited about birthdays, and I asked her when her birthday was, and she was like, I was born on the 13th, on a Friday, brother. And I was not even surprised, but she was expecting me to be very scared because, you know, there was always this link about the superstition of a Friday and the 13th. And the way you've already expressed it is, it's based on the reality we create to ourselves.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It'd be very, 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 very nice if we actually get to drop something of a live rendition because as a singer, if it would be your humble granted permission.
Yeah.
Just sing for us live. I could help you with the beatboxing so far.
Yeah,
we can do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to drop it?
Let's get it.
Let's get to it, right? Let's start slow. I'm gonna flex my beat.
Ooh, I met a girl, it's rising, and she was love at first sight. Ooh, I met a girl, it's rising, and she was beauty to my eyes. I asked her where she from, she tell me in the tropics. I told her I'm the sun, she answered Baba Safi. And I said, girl, come and join the flames. She asked me if I'm saved by the Savior, and I said, smile. Hey, smile for me, Jamaica. Never you cry, here am I. Well, I'm here for you, Jamaica, and dry your eyes, girl, smile.
You got everybody smiling already.
Yeah.
Chronic smile.
Yeah, big up the Bedroom Chronics.
Yes, Bedroom Chronics. We might as well even get to drop that over the top 12 smile. We got to smile on a Friday, ladies and gentlemen. There's more to come right here on the Hits on Show on 5.3 Afro FM, your infotainment station. That's what it is. Speaking of which, I'd like to also ask you another question in regards to probably do you do anything other than music, and if you do so, how do you actually get to give your impartial devotion to singing as well as other commitments to your life in your day-to-day humanly life?
Okay, well, music is definitely a big part of my life because as I told you, life is music. Though just to share this with one and all that's tuning in, I don't do music to become famous or to be accepted. I'm not in the music industry. I'm more so like Bob Marley. Like I'm kind of like infamous, meaning not a lot of people accept me. So big up to anyone that does support Now as far as other things that I do outside of music, you know, persons they look to me for counsel. They seek counsel in me. I don't really even deal with labels. I wouldn't call myself a singer, a spiritual counselor, or a spiritual guide. I don't really deal with the labels. I've shedded all the labels. Though I live life, you know what I'm saying, and through my experiences, it has brought me wisdom, and I'm able to be of service to anyone. Yeah, so I'm able to also put those messages in the music. Or if someone wants to just have a simple talk. Yeah.
We'll be right back, folks. Do not go anywhere when the 5.3 Afro FM continues. We've got our next song of Nikosi called Self.
Yeah.
What does this song talk about?
Okay. My song Self is pretty much about self-awareness, self-love. It's just a subconscious reminder for the listener to remember that everything starts with you. There's no need to point the finger or blame. You know, we must continue to grow within ourselves. As Michael Jackson said, you know, let's start with the man in the mirror. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I will be playing that track right after you, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
And keep locked. Yes, we are back on the radio stereo. You're listening to 105.3 Afro FM, your entertainment station, right here on the Hip Soul Show. Me, host Mrs. Z, the studio freaking raw frequency, and it's already 34 minutes past first 11 hours. The date today is the Freaky Fanatic, Fantastic Fun, Fabulous Fabulous Fun, Friday the 13th of September 2019. We just got to hear the last two tracks back to back, which are, of course, Nikosi's Self, followed by Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror. Well, you just dropped a very, very important message to everybody as into relating to the track of Man in the Mirror with what you were trying to say. Can you repeat that once again to all the listeners out there?
Yeah, just reminding myself and one and all that, you know, we gotta stop the blame game. And that's what I was really saying in that song Self. I actually freestyled that. A lot of times in relationships, any kind of relationship, friend, family, lover, things don't work out, or we have disputes, and it's always a back and forth, argument, you know, conflict of interest. And just as a reminder to whoever's out there, hopefully this resonates with someone. Don't blame anyone. First of all, look at yourself and see how you could grow in that situation. Because everything in your life is really just a mirror. Life is a big mirror. It's a big test. So while looking at the mirror and you're pointing the finger like, no, you. No. Take a second and just be still, and then realize like, okay, wow, I was wrong. I was wrong. So, I mean, if we keep on going, no, you did this. No, but you did this. Think about it. It'll never be no growth, or there won't be no healing. And we have to really focus on healing as a people. As people with melanin, as so-called black people, as African, however you want to call us. As humans, any race, anyone, any ethnic disposition, we must be focused on healing. It's very vital.
Yeah, interesting. Very, very important message. Very important message.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of which, I hope you're not going to be bothered for doing another drop that we just did again.
Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to flip it to another beat, if that's possible.
Yeah, do your thing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nikosi with the beatboxer.
Okay. You don't know, say Nikosi on Afro FM. Yeah. Choosing life is the first thing that I must do. You can feel my energy when I come through. Remember days when I was standing on corners. My girl wind up on me. Hey. You can never live twice. No, we have to full joy to ride. Yeah, through the laughs and the cries. Watch out for signs, cause it's all in your mind. Choose life. You can never live twice. No. Yeah, man.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. All right, now I'm gonna switch it to another one. You ready for that?
Yeah, let's get it.
All right. Sorry for this.
Okay, you want me to get on that foreign Babylon American style? Okay. Yeah. Yo. Life always end up throwing me fastballs. It's crazy how times get harder than asphalt. Sometimes I look in the sky and I ask God. I ask the Lord why. I know you see me trying to be a better guy. Seems like everyone want a slice of the pie, but I remain fly. J's on like we'll come after the letter I. Yo, they don't know my eyes. I'm too focused, I don't know these guys. Flow iller than ever might make this song die, and I don't even gotta try. Yo, listen. You see a lot of things change when you start getting that currency. Currently my fam in the struggle, but I'ma be the first to be beyond the earth. You see with an urgency stronger than Hercules, and burning through that money with a 3rd degree. We hot 'cause we had a chance, call an ambulance emergency. We getting all these haters mad purposely. You don't know the half, you only know what you heard of me. Family full of stress and anger, I was damaged eternally. Certainly, used to be on the curb with the D. Little bruh from East 33rd Street. Was never the type to curl up and weep. Team full of honey, you know how it feels to work hard with no giving up, without no deal. Your mama, we made it now, hold your glasses up. Yeah. Yeah, man. Big up Afro FM.
Big up Nikosi.
Yes, I.
All the way from Jamaica, Kingston, right here
Pembroke,
in the land of Trinity. Right here, Haile Selassie I.
Yes, I.
Yes, I.
Rastafari.
Rastafari. Let's get to go ahead for the next short musical break, as we'll start off with the next track, which happens to be very special to Nikosi.
Yes, this is my new single, Choose Life. You know, in life, a lot of us are going against life. So this song is just an uplifting and special reminder to the listener. You know, let's choose life.
Important message. Yeah, right there. Let's get to go ahead for that track as well, and we'll be right back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. You guys listening to 105.3 Afro FM, your entertainment station right here on the Hip Song Show. Me, host Mrs. Z, studio freaking ball freaking since already 48 minutes past first 11 hours today. And today is a freaking fanatic, fantastic, fun, fabulous, flying Friday on the 13th of September 2019. We got to hear the last two tracks back to back with Choose Life by the one and only Nikosi, followed by Eminem's Without Me. And we're going to go ahead with more of these tracks to be played back to back. And this happens to be the final session of our interview with Nikosi. Now, speaking of which, though, would you like to give your final remarks and, you know, the message that you'd like to give to the youth out there?
Okay, I would like to share that we're in a very special time right now, and we all must be prepared for what's before us. There's a lot that's before us. A lot, and some of us can see, some of us can't, and hopefully you can see, because it's very serious. It's imperative that we prepare for this now moment. Yeah.
Very. We gotta be prepared. No.
Spiritually. Spiritual preparation. Yeah.
Interesting. In this moment, would you like to take the opportunity to thank anyone out there? Give shout outs to names. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, I want to give thanks to Afro FM Radio for giving I the opportunity to share, you know, the message which I am, and to share the music. I would like to give thanks to the sister that set the links, Isabel. You know, big up if you're tuning in. Yeah, man, big up all of Jamaica, big up everybody, big up Ethiopia, because you don't know, so we all are one family, see? So, yeah, natural. Big up all of me youth them, because you know, say, I'm a real baba, you know? Holy for fitness. Yeah.
Definitely. And it's really important that you know, people could actually reach out to you, and if it's possible, can you let us know the possibilities of how to reach out to you on a very technological basis, on the social media basis?
Okay, social media. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, at Nikosi. That is Nikosi. At Nikosi.
Nikosi.
Yeah, and if you want to reach out on Telegram, you can find me on Telegram at Nkosi. Nikosi.
And you can also find his tracks over YouTube, Spotify,
Pandora, YouTube, SoundCloud. It's free. Go tune in, man. You know, show some love. Hopefully the music resonate, and it helps you heal during your journey. Because that's what I'm here to do, to be of service for all of I and I, to, you know, contribute or to contribute to the healing of the nation. Yeah. Definitely.
Well, I would like to say, on behalf of 15.3 Afro FM radio station, I'm so humbled and grateful to have you come forth to the Afro studio and have a great time with me as my very, very dearest guest, and of course grew up in a very special way. And
Selassie, Rasta Kosai.
and dropping some a lot of positivity right here. Thank you very much, brother.
Yes, sir.
I'm a Seganala too, man. We shall go ahead for the last short musical break and call it an afternoon with Nikosi, but I'll still be here inside the studio after the headlines will dropping the top 12 to 12 tracks. So stay tuned, keep it loud, nobody going nowhere. 105.3 Afro Film continues. I'm going to take a picture with the brother right here by the banner, and then, of course, post it on our Facebook page, facebook.com/105.3 Afro FM. Stay tuned and keep it locked.